Hello YouTube, it's Earl, and tonight I'm going to be reviewing some of Peterson's, formerly Dunhill's, Flake. Peterson Flake is a Virginia pipe tobacco, as it says right there on the label. And on the back, it's pretty simple too. It says brown Virginia pipe tobacco, pressed first, and then delicately cut into fine slices. So let's move into the meat of the review. Now, like the name implies, it is a flake cut. So you open this nice round tin, and rather than having the flakes in the tin, they've actually put them in this nice little square mechanism, a little bit like, if I remember, I believe STG, what they do with their Orlick golden slices. And you open it up, and you get this nice, you get these nice flakes. Right, so they look like this. They're nice dark flakes, so they're not light flakes. They're on the darker side. And the aroma that I get a little bit of molasses and some of those darker kind of hay, tack room type aromas. I also get a hint of citrus, and then there's something that's kind of like an anise or a licorice odor there as well. But to note, it's fairly basic and kind of it smells like Virginia tobacco. If you know Virginia tobacco, that's kind of what it smells like, and it smells good, but it's on the darker side, not on the high grassy side of life. So let's dive in. I'm going to be smoking it tonight in this Radice straight billiard from their Rhine series with the faux bamboo. This was a Christmas present from a family, and I just love it. Now, having smoked a little bit of this, I think this is a good middle of the road Virginia. Like, it's not gonna wow you with flavor. It's not, it doesn't have that tangy sweetness of a red Virginia flake. And it certainly doesn't hit those real grassy notes that maybe a light Virginia blend like a golden sliced might hit. This is, I guess, to me more on, if I had to put it in a scale, in the kind of the bread-like undertones. But by and large, I think this is a solid Virginia smoke. The moisture, so let's talk about some of the important facts about this. Number one, it's a flake. I smoke it predominantly by folding and stuffing. I prefer to smoke that way, and this flake is easy enough to do that. But it rubs out really easily as well. The moisture in the tin is it's a little moist, and can use some drying time. However, we're in the rainy season in Louisiana here, so January, February, March, it's just kind of rainy and it's very humid, and so unless I'm running my air conditioner nonstop, it's really not going to dry out my house. And I'm not running my air conditioner because the temperatures are moderate, so it's just kind of it's a little humid everywhere in Louisiana. So, but you could rub it out if you wanted to, and you might want to let it dry out, or you can fold and stuff. Yeah, it packs easy enough. When you fold and stuff, it's harder to stay lit, and it's harder for, I think, just about any flake tobacco. Even if you've rubbed it out, it's harder for. I always have issues with them staying lit. Yeah, I don't know what to say about this more than it's just, to me, this is a meat and potatoes Virginia. To me, I prefer a Union Square to this. If I had to pick a straight Virginia, or maybe even a Carolina Red Flake from C&D. But it's a good Virginia. I think I've been really impressed as I've gone through and experienced some of the kind of the rebirth of the old Dunhill blends under the Peterson name. I've been impressed with their Virginias. Even though I tell you I would prefer, I don't think I said Carolina Red Flake, but I'll take that back. To me, the Carolina Red Flake's been a little too harsh. So I'm letting what I've got of it age to try and take some of that initial harshness away. I think I probably prefer HH Pure Virginia Flake to this. So I know it's weird saying I was impressed with the Dunhill / Peterson Virginias, but then to rattle off all the things that I prefer to this. And it's not that this is bad. It's not. I think what I'm impressed with the most is how smokable all of the Dunhill blends are. And what I mean is I really could see myself, I think for most of them, I could see myself smoking that blend all day long. But in order for me to say that, I think that means that there's a little blandness to them. And so but I think more so for this than like early morning pipe or standard mixture. Like I can see how this is a wonderful base to build on, to add other components to, but for just a straight Virginia, it's good, but it's not to me. So, when it comes to Virginias, I've kind of got, unfortunately, I think I have too high a bar. My first Virginia was, no, it's not a straight Virginia. But my first kind of foray into the predominantly Virginia was Orlet Golden Slice. And that was okay, but it burned the heck out of my tongue. My next one, I happened on to McClellan's 40th anniversary. And that has forever altered my impression of what a Virginia tobacco should be. It was everything perfect. It was sublime. And there have been a couple of Virginias that have run into it that have come close. I think Union Square is up there from a complexity standpoint, not on the same tones at all. Sutliff's Red Virginia cake certainly has a lot of that tang in there, some of their Red Virginia products. And that's the deal, is McClellan's, it's got that sweet, tangy thing going on. This doesn't have sweetness or tang, to me. This is more bready, maybe earthy. And dark, rich. It's a good smoke, but it's just so it's not bad, but I don't think I'll be buying more of it. So I know I've been a little bit all over the place, but I really think, to me, that's my review of Peterson Flake. One thing I do love, I love the tin art on this. And next is Deluxe Navy Rolls. So with that, guys and gals, talk to you later.